Hello, my goal today is to convince others that pit bulls make not only great family pets, but that they also should not be banned. I feel very strongly about this, and unfortunately, there has been a lot of bad publicity here lately regarding this particular breed, which has an increased focus on why this breed should be banned. Unfortunately, there's a lot of states out there that have already decided to go ahead and ban the breed without doing all the necessary proper research. Um, I think what a lot of people fail to realize is that a well-bred pit bull terrier makes a great family pet. They're very well behaved if properly trained. They're a family guardian and a great family protector. They're a very intelligent breed, and they're very obedient pets. They're loyal to their owners. They make, a wonderful pet. They are a great help guide for a handicapped owner. They're great with small children as far as, helping to keep them safe and just being a playmate. Honestly, I've had pit bulls. Typically, they're very healthy, and, they don't complain very much. They're very well behaved pets that offer a lot towards their family. As a child, my first pet was a pit bull, and although I was too young to really remember, I've heard lots of stories about myself and Champ from my parents. And I think the best story that I've heard so far is, when I was little, my parents never had to worry about leaving me outside in the yard to play. When I was playing, if I got too close to the road, Champ would come back and grab me by the seat of my pants and pull me back into the yard. So, with that being said, the dog was there to protect me, and so my parents could feel comfortable knowing that if I was outside playing and my dog was out there with me, I was going to be okay. Now, as an adult, as a parent of two children myself, my pet, our family pet, is also a pit bull. And her name is Lexi. She's a brindle pit bull. And when we went to adopt her, there was a full litter. And it was very difficult to make a decision at that point as to which one to bring home. As much as we'd like to take them all home, we could only have one. When we got there, the whole litter came around both my husband and I, except for Lexi. She went straight to my children, Austin and Savannah. So we knew right then she was the one that we wanted to take home. Now that Lexi's 3, we've had her since she was 8 weeks old. We've never had any issues with her behavior, no issues with her temperament. We've had her around children, adults, other dogs. There has even been a couple incidences where she's gotten out of the yard and has been around, complete strangers, strange dogs. Never have I had an issue. Lexi's part of our family. She received, a proper diet, proper medical care. We give her love and attention just like she's one of the family. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, is they don't treat their pets as part of their family. Instead, they're treated as, a dog. And to me, your pet is part of your family. According to the book, The Dog Owner's Guide Profile, The American Pit Bull Terrier, Norma Wolf says that, Pit Bull Terriers are gentle and courageous pets that have received a lot of bad publicity. Had a lot of these owners used proper training and treatment towards their pit bulls, we wouldn't have a lot of the issues that we have today. These things are critical in raising a well-behaved pit bull because they are a strong-minded breed. They need to be socialized as a puppy. They need to be taught right from wrong, just like we teach our children right from wrong. You should not use physical or abusive training. Instead, you need to give them firm guidance so that they will respect you and that they will trust you. In any relationship, respect and trust is important. So it's the same thing with your dog and its owner. I will tell you also, with the facts that I saw on dogwatch.net, there's a lot of pit bulls that are raised to be guard and attack dogs. And, these dogs, although they're not bred to be aggressive towards people, they are kept in very, very poor conditions. They're left outside in all weather conditions. And they say they do this to make them tough. They remain chained up or caged at all times. And their main purpose in life is to protect the property of their owners. So, when someone comes in the yard, they get very loud, they bark. If you get too close, they are liable to bite, but this is how they've been trained. This is what they've been taught to do. A worse scenario is the pit bulls that have been bred simply to be fight dogs. And these dogs are trained to fight to the death. And what's sad about this is that in the case that the losing dog doesn't die, they're just injured, the owner will then put them down. So it's a lose-lose situation for these dogs. And my question is, why anyone would want to see animals fight is beyond me. But, for some, they consider it to be high entertainment. Pit bulls continue to be, the perfect breed, so to speak, of, these, I don't even know what to call them, but the people who want their dogs to fight. It seems to be the breed that they want to continue to use. And several reasons that, that I've come across is that they're very strong. Supposedly, they have a high tolerance for pain, and they also have a strong desire to please their owners, even if it means dying for them. I'm going to borrow a phrase from the gun rights movement to make an argument regarding banning pit bulls. When we do decide to ban pit bulls and we make them criminalized, the only people that will have pit bulls is criminals. So, we're taking the people that are treating these dogs poorly and that are causing all the issues, and they're going to be the only ones that are allowed to own them. The problem with pit bull attacks is not the dog itself. It's an ownership issue, and it's not going to go away if we ban pit bulls. Instead, these owners are going to move on to another breed. There are several other breeds out there that have higher aggressive rates than the pit bull terrier. And as a matter of fact, according to the American Temperament Test Society, which is a professional organization that objectively tests the temperaments of various breeds, pit bulls are not, a high temperament dog. What they do is they expose various breeds to a series of confrontational behaviors, and then they measure the reactions, and the more aggressive the reaction, the lower score the dog receives. Well, I'll tell you, based on the scores that I received from this test, the percentage of dogs in a breed that pass these tests, pit bulls ranked right up there. They're not a high temperament dog. For the American Pit Bull Terrier, 83.4% passed their test. The American Staffordshire Terrier, 83.3% passed their test. And the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, 93.2% passed the temperament test. Now, in comparison to that, the average passing rate for the other 121 breeds of dogs that were in this test, only 77% of the breed passed. And, to give you some examples, Chihuahuas, 70.7% passed. Cocker Spaniels, 81.5%. Golden Retrievers, 83.6%. German Shepherds, 82.8%. And Beagles, 78.2%. So, as you can see, based on the overall temperament, the Pit Bull family ranks the same, if not higher, than many of these other breeds. So, in conclusion, I will say, if these dogs are treated and trained properly, they make great companions, and it's definitely not fair to punish the responsible owners and the responsible pets for the sins of criminal owners. So instead of banning pit bulls, instead of punishing these dogs that have done nothing, let's come together and we should punish the deed, not the breed. Thank you.